We're gonna make one. We're gonna do one more, and then we're gonna call it for the night. Because I wouldn't mind cracking off the Nether, the Echoing Void. Did we already do Dingy Jungle?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's a DLC. Gauntlet of Gales. We just did Frosted Forge, right? Frosted Fjord. No, we did Lone Fortress. Uh, at this point, like I will openly admit that I am just picking them. I am just picking them. So like I don't understand. I still like don't understand what like the green line means. Default one. Like I can't. We can't do default one for whatever reason. Like minimum required difficulty for mission is default two, which I don't know what that means. Like default 3, 10, 16, 22. All right, let's try to do this stage where we're most likely going to fail because we're underpowered for it. Ugh. Like in situations like that, what makes you think? Like, what do you think makes a person choose to not run away? Like outside of just like we're going back to the whole. I almost called it Sylvia Plateau. That is not her name. But the stuff we've been talking about these past couple episodes.
When the orb of dominance
Like,
shattered,
what makes you like? What do you think
split
makes that
powerful
person
shards that
like?
spread
Understanding
across
that
the
she was a
overworld.
child, but like, why not run away? Like, why not try to run away?
Creeping winter is
Like,
now
if like, because how
consuming
much?
this once
Because at a
lively
certain point, like,
place.
what's the? How
Until the
much
shard
worse
is
could it get?
destroyed, the
You know what I mean?
devastating frost will continue to spread
When
smothering
like
life
everybody
in
that you
snow and
know is
shadow.
effectively against you and trying to hurt you for the sake of hurting you, why not try to save yourself?
I mean, I guess to a certain extent, it's like if this is how bad they treat me when I'm being compliant, the idea if I try to retaliate in some way, like how much worse would they act if like I try to run away and the cops find me and then
They bring
bring
me
me
back
back
home.
here?
Yeah, like and I get that, but at the same time, it's like how she was in a position where it felt like I really felt like there was no way that it could have been worse. I mean, I'm sure that it was, but like, given like when the autopsy was all said and done, and it was basically like, oh yeah, she was all the way fucked up. Like it's one like it's a very dour conversation, but Okay, so don't fall in the you motherfucker. I fell in the ice, and then like it spit me out of the. I fell into the ice water, and it just spit me back out into more water, and then I died. We should be following the thing, but we won't. I feel like we've definitely been here already. I feel we've done this stage before. I just
I
don't
feel
think
like we
so.
have to. If it, like the last time we played, I don't remember if we beat it.
That's possible. It's possible. Shit. I
Are
got
some of
blown
them
up.
wearing like, and I wasn't too far behind you.
Nah, you still on screen. For me, anyway. Yeah, I definitely feel like this is one of the stages that we tried, and we just couldn't make it. Oh my god.
But then again, I mean, every single stage looks and feels exactly the same, so it's hard to tell.
Like, and again, like, my question, I'm very curious as to, like, what's the point of the difficulties, because I can't really tell, like, if there's something I'm gonna
The only thing I
learn.
could see is like the difference is you get
Loot.
different gear, like you get
Yeah,
higher
you
level
get better
gear. That's
gear,
it.
but again, it's the catharsis behind it again. I don't like you don't get anything out of it because like once
It's
you
not like you get a better ending or more story.
no. What
Or...
I mean is like if they're having you do the same stages over and over, but at the end of the god damn.
Oh, bye. Oh my
And then
god.
somehow you fell. All you had to do was just what happened? What's going on over there?
I'm surprised.
Like, so if I get better loot, but again, my question, I'm just doing the same stages I was doing before. What's my incentive to come back? Is what I'm asking.
None. Because you enjoy playing the game and you want to be better at it.
Oh, fuck out of here with that. Oh my gosh.
Which, mind you, that's the only reason I was trying to brute force that one level, because
Yeah, we don't do
I'm
that.
pretty sure that's that's the last level.
No, we don't brute force nothing. Because that just, because like I get this straight. Like trying to do that simply just means you're just gonna keep doing it even if you fail. And I want you to understand this clearly. I don't fuck around with video games in that capacity. I'm not gonna keep doing the same fucking shit over and over and over again, just like in the hopes that I get through, because you're just wasting time. I could not play the game whatsoever, or I could at the very least play different stages and grind up so I could beat that stage, if that's a choice. But more importantly, you can just lower the difficulty, which is why I was like, you're picking shit, but you don't really seem to know what you're picking, because like every stage we can just play like one point underneath what we're where we are, and we can get through the stage. Because again, like every stage has a bunch of difficulty settings. So there's no real reason for us to fail over and over in the same spot. I would also like to be able to like revive a little faster. Is that something I can pull off? Because this is unnecessary. Like I will say, like we are like playing above our level, but this is hard because there's just stuff everywhere.
I think the enemies are also somewhat randomized. Like sometimes there'll be mini bosses that weren't there before.
I don't really care.
I mean, I don't either. I'm just thinking of what possibly the reason you would have
to play again, because like that's kind of where I'm stuck at. Is like, well, why would I play the same stage multiple times over, just on different difficulties?
Well, mind you, I wouldn't. Is the
And another thing is like I can't tell when I've completed a stage already. Like there's no indicator that we've been to a certain stage and that we've completed it. Why does this bunny take as much damage as a normal mob? All right, I'm moving on. I'm not killing the rabbit. That just ain't me, man. You coming? Because I'm probably gonna not have a good time.
I'm teleporting to you.
You what?
Teleporting to you.
You say that like I had just left. I had been gone for like 2 minutes. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't sit still. I mean, I did say it was coming. I did say I was about to have a real bad time. So every time, like with something I have equipped, every time I use a potion, I get a certain amount of poison arrows. I indeed cannot switch arrows. Like it did it again. Look, what the fuck? What is happening with the fire? Fuck off with the fire.
Jesus Christ. I think the thing that bothers me most is we don't have invincibility frames. So like once we get in that fire, we're dead.
I mean, you could always not get the fire. I mean, I could apparently I could not get in the fire. Well, apparently you would just go there and just hang out in it. Oh, she wants to know how much it's gonna cost to have the perler stuff and the earrings made.
I mean, it depends on the stuff. I mean, that's the legit answer.
You made this like a little weird kitty cat cute spaceship wall hangy thing, and she wants the spaceship, but she don't want the cute in the kitty cat. And like I ain't gonna front, like I was looking at that shit too, and I was like, I don't know how these are connected.
It was a chain.
That ain't what I meant.
I meant how they're not connected at all.
I was like, yeah, I don't get how these are related to each other. Like it is definitely just brain fart juice. Like they're being held together with spitting hopes. Is that she wanted some Stegosaurus earrings, which I told her that might not be something that that can be done, because it seems like you had to get them little Stegosaurus things, the Stegosaurus stool. You had to get the little Stegosaurus and like get them put on the thing. But this is the same chick who was like,
we have molds and we use resin.
Oh, okay. I thought they were bought, like just little
No,
toy
no,
dinosaur.
we mix resin together and mix micro powder.
All right, well, shit. She wants little Stegosaurus earrings. Like, I found out this is the same chick who will 100% wear Cheetos and Doritos earrings. It wasn't something it was something I expected, but I didn't expect it. So, like, you know, she ain't got no fucking taste is what I'm getting. She made a list. When this episode's over,
you can give me you can give me the list and
I
I'll
wasn't
go
gonna fucking
over
read it
it.
to you.
I should hope not. Cause you know I'm not gonna remember that.
I was like, that's what I had to tell her. And she's sitting there telling me like what all she wanted. I was like, dude, write it down. Like, I am not about to remember that shit. Her birthday is in 3 days, so like I might just buy them. I might just tell her that you ain't gonna charge her, and I'll just pay you for it as a gift.
Okay.
But I said that on camera, so now I can't do that. I definitely have to. I'm gonna die. Lord have mercy, Jesus. I ain't gonna make it. You know what? You know what would make this a little bit better?
Alright.
If this was a twin stick.
Yeah.
Cause I keep trying to point my character in a certain direction. I'm sorry. I keep having to change positions. My fucking hip hurt.
Because you could just point the stick in the direction you want to aim.
To shoot and
yeah, then
but
press
I can't.
either like one of two buttons to either do melee attacks or do ranged attacks.
Well, I was just thinking like with melee attacks, since you got to walk up to them, it shouldn't matter. You can just walk up to them and hit the melee button. But I'm thinking more along the lines of like with like with ranged attacks, the right stick should just be your ranged attack. Like that's it.
That's
It was like the amount of
there's a lot of creepers.
I see that. Shit. That's it. That's a rap skadoodle bob, y'all. It's taking us back to camp. We don't even get to start over from the stage select screen again. We just got to leave now. We have been.
You gotta go home. You can't stay
You
here.
can't stay here. Oh, what cold is it outside? And by what cold is it, I meant what temperature is it?
What is the?
What is the amount of cold outside? Like I'll give her points, and she it's just like I feel bad because I keep thinking she's dumb, and she's clearly not a stupid person. But you know how people are, right? Like you meet people and it's just like I just assume, you know. Copied the selection. Is that the selection? Like, cause I don't know who made what. So like when she was like, you know, who does this thing? I was like, I don't fucking know. So I assume
we both kind of like just make everything. Like I know how to make most everything at this point myself.
Okay. Is that all of that? That's not all of that. I'm leaving this in the video. I'm leaving this incredibly unnecessary part of the video. Okay. The Triceratops earrings.
Trying to make a transaction.
The green bow pixel art, but she wants it in blue, and the rain cloud pixel art and the spaceship pixel art. I might have given her the impression that she could create she could request custom items.
I mean, she can.
I was about to say because I know how you do what you do, and if she was like, "I'm sorry, I can't do the bow in blue. It can only be done in green," I'd be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? What do you mean you can't do it in green blue? Just swap it out." Bro, did you finish reading it? Did you get all the the gory details that your little heart desired. Did you break a plate? He broke 2 plates. 3, 4, 5.
Oh,
No more plates. All the plates are gone.
gotta move on to plastic.
Oh! Before we end this episode, I told her I was going to tell this story because it's funny. I asked her if I could. She said yes, she didn't care. She told me about this time she was talking to this dude. And him and her were going to meet up. They were exclusively going to meet up for sexual encounter. That's all it was going to be. They were going to meet up to fuck. Because she said that was back in her younger days when she was wilder. And the dude had already asked to see, like, I guess, like, you know, like a pussy or whatever the fuck. And then, like, before they met up, he asked to see her ass. And she sent the picture. And homeboy responded with, nah, that's a man's ass. I ain't with that shit. And then, stop talking to her.
That's a man ass.
Nah, that's a man's ass. I can't help but laugh at that.
But thinking about so order of events here, he's
Right?
seen the
Come on.
vagina.
Okay, come on with it.
He's seen the tits. He's seen everything else, but the ass. That's the deal breaker when he finds out it doesn't look the same as everything else. Or did he think that it was just a random dude's ass?
Really makes me wonder what type he's been looking for. He's been looking for.
What did he? If you're talking to us, I can barely understand what you just said.
Jesus. Never mind. Just go to bed.
Hold on. You don't want the fucked up microphone. Everybody else is doing fine. You gonna tell me to go to bed because your microphone sound like shit. What kind of fucked up stuff is that?
Look, I don't know what your issue is, but literally anybody else that I've talked to with these headphones heard everything just fine.
Mark, how are you hearing his voice quality?
I mean, it sounds not good, but it's also
All right, that's all it was.
away.
Well, yeah. Like it gets worse when he walks away from the phone, which I imagine that's like the reason why, because he walked away from the phone. But like dead ass. My issue with the homeboy's logic was that like, so when you asked her to see other stuff, you convinced yourself in this moment that she lied to you about her being a man and showed you some other one, showed you somebody else's cooch. That's what she did. She showed you somebody else's cooch, possibly somebody else's titties. But when it was like, hey, let me see your butt, he was like, oh shit, I can do that. Like, I can show you my ass, and proceeded to show you her man ass, as if that was definitely about to convince you. Cause like, it wasn't like she was gonna pull up, y'all was gonna see each other, and you was gonna be like, hey, I think you kind of look like a dude, but it's all right. No, like the jig would have been up as soon as she like saw you in person. Stupid. It's like a part of me feels like he thought he was real smart. It's like, ha ha. She thought she could fool me. No siree. I was a smart boy. You moron. All right, it's been 24 minutes. The video's over. The night's over. I'm pretty sure I ain't gonna speak on it because, all right, y'all, get out.